Hey, this is Dayglow, and you're listening to Match 99.3. Oh yeah.
Soy Miguel Miranda y el día de hoy estoy muy contento de estar con ustedes recibiendo a una de las promesas musicales de los últimos 3 años aproximadamente. Estamos hablando de Dayglow, también conocido como Sloan Trouble. ¿Cómo estás? Hola Sloan. Hi Sloan. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Time won't take nothing. Believe me, it's you that takes the time.
Fine, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you very much for this interview. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks for having me. This is exciting. Yeah, I'm currently in like a Texan snowstorm. I don't know if you've heard about like everything going on in Texas, but I'm like locked down. There's like snow on the roads and nobody can go anywhere.
Well, it's a great time to make some music or something like that, no?
Yeah, sure.
For the people that doesn't know your work, can you tell us the Dayglow story?
Sure. Yeah, Dayglow is kind of like a personal solo project. I write and record and produce everything on my own in a studio, a makeshift studio that I have in another room in my house. And yeah, it's just kind of like a personal outlet for me to make music.
I love all the aesthetic of your work. Aliens, green screens, it's amazing because I think that you are the only one in this time of 2020 that you're working on it. And
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, thank you.
Awesome. But how's your life in 2021? How do you feel with all this crazy world?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's definitely a crazy world. It's been a crazy world for a while. Yeah, there's so much just going on all the time. Yeah, I was going to be touring a lot this year and that kind of fell through obviously, but just been working on my album that I'm releasing this year and just finishing up some music and yeah.
That's a good plan. I think so. What can you tell us about the new music? Are you working on a new album? Do you have a name? Tell us.
I'll be announcing the name fairly soon, I think. But yeah, it's an album. I wrote and produced and mixed it all on my own as well. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. It's kind of got more like 70s, 80s influences, but it's not like I don't know,
it's a new beginning or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of bands or sounds can we found in this new record?
Sure. I think just grown up a lot since my first album, just as a person. So naturally my musical tastes have changed just a little bit. So I think I've been just listening to a lot more like Doobie Brothers, a lot more like Paul Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bands that are just like inevitably good bands from, 40 years ago. Whitney Houston. I've been listening to a lot of her.
A lot of synth pop influences.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was your creating process behind this new record, about the lyrics, about everything?
That's a really good question. Fuzzy Brain, my first record, was mostly just about like waiting to grow up and like dealing with this anxiety of like what's it gonna be like when I grow up. And this next record's mostly just about like dealing with this sudden fame and attention that I've gotten over the past couple of years, because I didn't expect it at all, and it's all so crazy that all of this is happening. But yeah, it's mostly just about like dealing with attention as a introvert and just like understanding what to do with all that.
And being the focus of everything, no? How do you deal with it? I know you're a music phenomenon or something like that. With all respect, but how do you deal with it? Can you go to the supermarket in peace or something like that, or no?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And usually it's not like, I'm, knock on wood, not like a controversial person or something. So, like when I go into public and I happen to see someone that recognizes me, they're usually just really nice. So it's like a really good feeling. And maybe that could change someday down the road. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be naive, but it's awesome when people recognize me. But it's not like, all the time or something. But to be honest, like, talking about just like dealing with it, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just like, just living my life, and all this is happening. So it's awesome.
We want to know a little bit about you, about Slow One.
Yeah.
What's your favorite album of all the time? Talking about music.
Ooh, that is a big question. Favorite album of all time. I might have to go with like Sgt. Pepper, the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I think that album opened my mind the most. If
It's your childhood album?
I discovered it like midway through high school. So kind of. I mean, my musical tastes are still forming, so just like,
Yeah.
And
What about your favorite band?
favorite band would maybe, let's see. I mean, maybe the Beatles. I've been listening to a lot of, like I said, the Doobie Brothers, the Eagles. I love, just a lot of like older.
A lot of 80s vibes.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to like escape it, because I don't want to be like the 80s guy or something. But I love it. It's just naturally what I listen to. I would actually probably say like James Taylor, who's like an 80s, 70s, artist. But I listen to multiple James Taylor songs a day. So if I'm being realistic, he's probably my favorite artist band.
And what do you think about Mexico? Do you have a big fan base in this country?
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know Mexico?
I've been to Mexico once for like a short amount of time, but I cannot wait to come on tour and like finally meet everybody, because I mean, I see on my phone all the time there's like fans of Mexico, which is really exciting, and it's like crazy, but I'm sure once I'm there I'll be like, okay, this makes sense. Like I realize that these are real people that are like messaging me, because it's hard to see on like Instagram and stuff. It's like, yeah.
You have a lot of fans in Mexico, I think, because your music is so emotional, and the Mexican people, it's so emotional, so familiar. I don't know how to say this, but
well, thank you.
But it's the big connection between you and the Mexican fan base, and that's amazing. I think so.
It amazes me too. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't be, more honored.
Oh, thank you very much. I love your work. Hope to see you soon in Mexico City. Hope to see you soon. Thank you very much for being here for this interview.
Yeah, it was nice talking.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, bye.
See you. Bye.